Hello everyone and welcome back to the techystack channel. So in the last video we checked that how we can connect Swagger with the orchestrator backend side. So what is a client ID, what is a client secret? So those things are we discussed and we connected those things. So now how we can connect with via Uipath. So Uipath Studio. So basically if you want to connect this you will need the URLs. So I have designed everything and we'll go one by one. So when you check this, so we can connect with the credentials and without credentials. The first thing we can go with this without credentials. So this is a URL. This is a URL which we need to take in for that, and we have this X UiPath tenant name, and we have this grant type. So grant type, which is nothing but as a refresh token, and this is the client ID, and this is a refresh token. So now, how we can get this tenant name means just go to this UiPath orchestrator. Click on the admin and we can see this here tenant ID is somewhere here. So where is this techystack? Sorry, what is this? So techystack default. So we can see this. So this is the tenant name. So you can just copy this and you can paste it. So when you go to your local thing, it might be the different one. You can just update this. And we have this refresh token. This is the map. Keep like that. Grant type is the refresh token. Keep like that. So nothing to worry. And this is a client ID. So the client ID which we are getting from the click on the services and API access, click on that and we can check here. This is a client ID. So just copy. This is a client ID for this. And we have this refresh token. So this refresh token is nothing but as a user key. So you can just copy and update this one. So as of now, I have this something is different. So just for anything. So this is a refresh key and this is a client ID. Okay, just all the things we need to put together and we can work. So now we go back to the UiPath Studio, and if you want to work with, so mandatory you need the API packages which needs to be installed. So already it's available in my machine. So HTTPS, you can just drag and drop this HTTPS request, and when what I mean, just go inside of this configure and we can see this what is our endpoint. So this is the my endpoint. I'm just copying. So when you check here, so http dot accounts.uepa.com OAuth token. So this is my endpoint URL. So just update this endpoint URL, or else you can pause with via variable. Anything is fine. So right now we are posting that one. Just click on that post, and we need to add the parameters. Just click on enable this parameter, so we can able to add this parameter. So I'm going one by one adding this parameter. The first parameter is X UiPath tenant name. So add parameter, and this is the my value. You got know how we can get this value. So just update this and we can make it this as a header, HTTPS headers. And the next you can just add another parameter. So this is the grant type. So this grant type is refresh token. So basically we are getting this token, direct token from the orchestrator or from the API. So we can just, so this keep like as get our post. And the next parameter is which is nothing but the client ID. So this client ID we are getting from the orchestrator again. So just update this client ID, and this client ID varies for person to person. When you change or doing something modification in the orchestra, then we got change this client ID as well. And refresh token similar. So this also we are getting from the orchestrator, and this will also change depends upon when you revoke or doing some XYZ. So it work it's work like that. And just click on that and just check. So these are the parameters which we need to add while you are executing this. And we can see this timeout session. If you want increase, you can increase or else keep like that. So that's fine. So just click on that OK. So now this is done. So just I will put one message box. Just anything is fine. So I will take OK, and this is fine. No issues. So I'm moving this step into more, and we'll check whether we are able to get this Barrett token or not. The first step. So just step into. And now, okay, here I forgot one thing. So basically, once you create this activity, we need to check this output now. So for that, we need to go this output response status. So sorry, response this one. What's this? Okay, response content. Just change this as create one variable. Control K output. So just save this output. So this is a variable. In that variable, it stores this data. So now just I'm running this automation. and I will check this output. And I can see this Barrett token. So right now, this is in the format of JSON. We can check this. What is the type of response? So I make it as any. So basically, this should be JSON is fine. So any also it's fine, no problem. So right now, when you check here, so we are not we got this token, but this is in the format of different way. So if you want to extract the any data from here, so we want to use this another which we call. I will tell you that deserialized token. I mean, deserialize that. Mm. Okay, so you just take this deserialized JSON. So with the help of deserialized JSON, so we can extract the data from the Barrett token. So just drag and drop this deserialized JSON. So just drag and drop, and here we want to pass this. Just go to here. So JSON sample. So I'm getting the JSON sample from this record. Just make it as output. Okay, and store this here. So I will make this as Control K J object. You can keep it anything isn't. So I will make it as JSON object. This is fine. So now this looks good. And after this, I'm taking one variable, assign variable. I'm just drag and drop. And here I will create one name which we called Barrett token. Okay, now I will tell you why this token is necessary. So if we go to here, Swagger. So for example, if I want to check this get folders, so just I am running try out it and execute this. So this is the my requested URL. So if you want to get this, if you want to access for this URL, so there is some token is available, which we call authorization token or might be the Barrett token. So this token we need to get it first of all. So once you get this token, we need to pass this some parameters here and we can fetch request this URL and we got this type of data. So right now this is not the authorization. Just it's fine, no problem. So we'll check that later as well. So now this is fine. Now we are getting that thing. So for that purpose, we are using this Barrett token. And here one thing I'm updating. So just I will take this as thing. So I will just go here J object of access token. So here, when you check here, I got this access token dot string. Just click on that save. And after this, I'm taking one message box, message, just seeing purpose, the data. And I'm updating here as Barrett token. That's it. So I'm just running this automation again. And now we can see this, everything all has done. So this is right now we are doing without credentials. We are not updating any credentials directly. We are hitting to the target and we are fetching this JSON object. So now we can see this Barrett token. So we got this exactly Barrett token. So this Barrett token, it might be have the only the come some couple of time. So depends upon right now. You can see is this is 8,000, 86,400 seconds. So this will expire after that time. So in between, so we can just access the whatever data we want. We can record the data and we can close that. So now the next point is so how we can access with the credentials. So now we'll check with credentials how we can access this one. I'm copying this activity and I will disable one. So just I will make it as this HTTP one, which is nothing but as the without credentials, and this one I will make it as a two. So this is with credentials. So like this, when you go in real time, so like this, it will available. So this is one of the just sample. So when you go in real time and we sometimes we got this authentication type 1 2 3, sorry, auth1 R2 and simple HTTP. So these and all multiple things are there. So this also will be useful, will be used when you some kind of accesses is required. So right now this is normal thing now. So just we are going with none. Okay, now we are moving to the with credentials, with client ID with credentials we are doing. So for that, this is the HTTP request token. So this URL, how we can get this? The first question. So just go to this Swagger and click on this authorize. And once you click on that authorize, we can see this token URL. So just copy this URL and update here. So the same URL, sorry, the same URL. This is the one. So just I copied from there. Okay, now I'm copying this one and updating into the Uipath Studio. So the first step is completed. And the next, what are their fields are available. So when you check here, this is a client id, just I'm so again this client id is getting from the different thing. So this id is getting from the application. So already we create one application here. So let's be, let's wait, okay, 1 second, I will come back here. So just go to the orchestrator and go to this admin. Okay, just click on this admin. So once you click on this admin, you can see this external applications. Just click on it, or you can go with normal way. Normally, how I show now. So anything is fine. So now you can see this app ID. So this app ID is nothing but as a client ID right now, and this is a value. This is called the client secret ID. So these two things we need to get it now, and we need to do. So now I'm just copying this client ID and moving here. Okay, just I'm updating this client ID and take this client ID and update it, and make sure that for example if you given wrong id here, then it won't work exactly. And the next, what is there here, I have the client secret. So this is my client secret, just I'm updating the client secret. So this is your, you know how you can get it from. So just update this client secret. And the next is a scope. So I'm just updating this scope. I will tell you how we can get a scope as well. And the grant type, so this is a credential, client credentials, you can just give this grant type. So previously we have grant type is something is different. Now here, I mean, just go here, the grant type is refresh token. Now the credential, client credentials. So update this as well. So now the thing is, I mean, just change all this getter post. Now the thing is how we can get this scope. So go to this application again here. So you can just copy this one and just go inside and paste it. Just click on that save. So now I will tell you, for example, if you give something wrong, this is one. So just click that client ID you given the wrong. So what type of error it will throw, you can check right away here. So I'm just removing this data, and now we can check this. So when I check this output, we can check the invalid client, but you given the client, but that name of what you are giving, that spelling mistake, it's got mistake. So that's why we need to, whatever you are giving the data na, so it should be the very accurate. If it is something wrong, it is something is happened wrong, so then you won't get the thing. Okay, now I'm updating this client data, and similar way it will very sensitive data, it's similar, it will work for each and every parameters. Now we go to the scope and we updated this. So now just run this automation. Now it will throw the one more type of error. I will tell you. Sorry for that. And we can see invalid scope is not. It's having some issue with this invalid scope. So how we can rectify that? The first step is go, already we got the data now. So just I'm updating the data here. Okay, not this. Let me go and copy one more time. So this is the data I copied, and this is the data what data I have. So here what you want to know, so you need to remove the some stuff of data here. So right now from where we want to take now, I will tell you this will always license jobs. Yeah. So directly don't give the full thing. So it's need to be taken from the monitoring. So OR monitoring. So just copy from here and till the end. And the same data you can go into configure and remove the rest of the data and update what we copy right now. So just click on that save and click on that OK. Now it will provide the data. So just click on that step into and move. So now it got worked, and we can see this barrier token. So just click on that barrier token. So now we can see this barrier token. So like this, we can go approach. You can go with any method is fine. So it depends upon you. So basically we have these two methods, and this is some kind of APIs as of now which I have. So when you go in real time, we got some different kinds of APIs. For example, right now we have this only the one barrier token. So when you say in real time, so two barrier tokens will come. First of all, just assume that I will go to Notepad. So this is the one link. For example, just assume that this is the one link. For this, I'm getting this barrier token bit. So once I get this barrier token, I will pass it here. Okay. So once I pass it here, I will get here another token here. So another barrier token. So once I pass this barrier token here, here my data is there. data. So like that, have multiple layers things are there. So those kind of things, real things, I cannot show that because it's a very sensitive data, and we cannot get if I get anywhere somewhere else for free, or might be the purchasing some other websites. If I get that things, I will try to do. As of now, I don't have any idea where I can get it. So if you have, you can just give the links or share the data. I will try to do videos for that as well. Until now, you got it now how we can connect with client, and I mean with credentials and without credentials. So try from your end, and still if you are facing any issues, just post in the comment section, so I will try to help you. And going forward, we'll try to do with delete those things, are we check now, so we'll try to those as well.